Welcome. Here is another OKM tutorial on what I see, and everybody said they start sending me scans and say, hey, Frank, help me out here. Hey, not a problem. I'm more than happy to help out. I want to help out. This is what I do. Okay? I want to show, first of all, what I'm seeing so that before you send me some scans, you'll be able to touch base with that. You'll be able to connect with me. You'll be able to see all of this that happens. This is really important, and I believe that this is going to help out a lot, because when you know what you're doing and you know what you're sending, and it makes it much easier for me to help you out and to give you assistance. Now, I'm not ignoring this video. I'm actually setting up the next video so that you can see my exact screenshot as I start to do what I'm doing, so that it will help out the best possible, because this is definitely going to be something that helps out, and we'll be able to get this all taken care of. I'll show you exactly what I'm doing so you know exactly where I'm at, and you can do all of this here exactly at the same time. Okay? So at this moment, I'm going to switch over here. Now that I've opened up the scan, you're going to see this is what I'm getting. I get an email that says, Frank, please help me. What is it? I'm looking for this. And I open up the scans and I'm looking at this and I'm going, gosh, what am I looking at? Then I say, well, I want to see what the details are. So I open up here the specifics here, and I see here you're using Infusion Light. Great. What's the field length? All right. I do know that from the email, the customer or client wrote in here, it's 5 meters by 5 meters. I'm just using the tab button. And so I know that this is 5 by 5 meters. Great. And then I go to the second one, and I see this is also 5 by 5 meters, but there are no details in here. So I'm going to come in here, and I'm going to come over here and go 5 by 5 meters. I'm using just the tab key so I can quickly scroll through here. And then I said, well, the third scan, oh no, the third scan is 10 by 10 meters. Oh, okay. So I already see the first issue that I'm running into here on the characteristics is, you're telling me I have one scan at 5 by 5 meters. I have one scan at 10 by 10 meters. I have another scan at 5 by 5 meters. And as I'm going through, I'm going, well, this can make things a little complicated. We want the control scan. I'm going to leave in the description below a couple of references to the control scans, and then you'll be able to see what they are. So I'm going to come in here. At this point, I have hit the characteristics tab. I am now going to save the documents. These documents are very important. Save them. Once you have them, save them, because you are going to find out saving these documents can really save you a lot of time, save you a lot of frustration, because you have all of the data. Now the data is in there. What I also want to do at this point is I'm going to come over here. I want to look at the top view, and I'm going to come to the top view of every one of these, because the top view is going to explain a lot. The customer is asking, hey, what are these blue areas that I'm looking at? I'm looking at this going, blue area? Well, the blue areas are an unknown. Let's see what else you have here for data. Okay, now I want to clean this up. As I'm looking at these scans, I'm going to select my window here and select here, arrange side by side. So I see all three scans directly side by side. I see there's a lot of data in these scans, and I'm trying to figure out, oh, okay, here we have a 10 by 10 meter. Here we have a 5 by 5 meter. Here's another 5 by 5 meter. 5 by 5, 5 by 5, 10 by 10. And they're asking, what are the blue spots? Well, I'm not sure yet. Let me go and continue cleaning this up. I want to show you how I'm going to clean this up. You're going to come over here into this window on the right-hand side. It says visualization. I'm going to click here on this window. I'm going to scroll all the way to the bottom, and I am going to set my cross section to 0, and I'm going to set my soil type surface to 0. I'm going to do this for all 3 scans, because this takes away that first level of filtration. This is very important. Please do this. If you do this at the beginning and save the data, okay, again, you're going to see that I'm constantly here going about saving the data. But if you save the data, then when I get the data, I don't have to do this. It makes it easier for me. It also makes it easier for you, because this is just so much more helpful when all of this data is saved, that it's not more work for you or for me. At this moment in time, let me go ahead and close this side window. I'm looking at all 3 of the visuals going, well, do I have a control scan? Control scans are critically important. Please make your control scans. Control scans, you're going to take out 4 points. And in the description, there's links to a couple of different YouTube videos. Please watch them on control scans. You'll understand what I'm saying when you see them. The first 2 scans, that's going to be here, scan number 1 and scan number 2. These first 2 scans, I'm trying to reproduce the data exactly. That means I have the same starting point, I have the same stopping point, my width is the same, I'm going the same amount of impulses from one to the other, so that everything is the same. I'm trying to reproduce the data exactly. You can't do it, you're a human. This is electromagnetic radiation that we are detecting, and therefore you're going to wait for that magnetic signal to come onto the magnetometers. You're going to have a slight variance, but if the data is the same, then you have the opportunity to reproduce it. So you did your first scan, you did your second scan, now the third scan is going 90 degrees to that, so that you'll have 2 scans looking like this, and the third scan will look like this. But if you turn the scans, then you'll create the similarity. As I'm looking at these here, I don't see a similarity here, because I have one at 10 by 10 meters. And another way to quickly do this is you come up here into this window up here, it says scan information. When you click on this scan information, let me readjust my window here, you're going to see here in this area, it's going to say, what is your length? Your length here is 10 by 10 meters. So it's 10 meters long, 10 meters wide. If I go over here, and I'm going to see here, this is 5 meters long by 5 meters wide. I'm going to come over here and say 5 meters by 5 meters. I'm looking for a comparable. With one being double the size as the other 2, I'm not seeing it. I'm looking for this red here. Oh, I have this red here. Let's go ahead and reconduct these scans again. We want to make sure that our borders are clearly defined. One of our dealers, they got really great idea. They went out and they went on to some sporting goods sites, and they got these little cones here, little markers that people use when they're going and practicing their football or their foosball or their soccer, however you want to, wherever you live in the world, however you want to pronounce it. And they use these and they mark these on the corners saying, here's my start, here's my stop, here's my start, here's my stop. So they end up with the exact same dimensions. That way they can do their scans this way, they can do their scans this way, because everything is marked out. This works wonderful. One of those things to do and look for is to reconduct these scans, do it the same. Make sure that that sensor, it has a arrow on the one side, it has everything there, that it does not twist, turn, bank, or anything else. It has to be absolutely straight the whole time. If you're doing it like this, you're going to end up with a wrong signal. If you end up with, let's say you have a rock in the way, well, the way this goes, you're going to go around the rock, because sometimes you cannot go over the rock. But as you go around the rock, you cannot twist this. Twisting this is wrong. It has to go around and stay at the exact same angle. Do not rotate, no rotation, no twisting, no turning, no funny angle. Always exactly the same. Then you'll end up with that level of consistency. That's how we're going to get better scan results. The better the scan results, the better your chance of success. Do the scans right, and you're going to find you're not going to need any filters, you're not going to need any special colors, you're not going to need anything, because all of it will be right. Those control scans are critical. If everything looks the same, then you can say, aha, perhaps I have something. Other questions, shoot them over to me, send me a personal message, do what you like. I'll gladly answer this, and if I can answer it with a video, I will do that, and I'll get back to you. Okay? I'm still working with the company, but I'm working with OKM as a freelancer. So if you want individual personalized help, just send me a private message and I'll be happy to get back to you. All right? Thank you very much. If you found that there has been value in this video,